talk about some teaching techniques and the teaching philosophy of inland seas. It's easy to be passionate about teaching at inland seas because we're teaching on a turn-of-the-century Great Lakes schooner. The first thing to keep in mind is that the ship is not a classroom. Students are hands-on, they use outdoor voices, and they move around as part of our experiential, place-based learning program. Also, don't worry if you've never taught before. You don't have to be a former teacher to get excited about this. You only need to have been a student. Our volunteers come from all walks of life and can be great instructors, creating curiosity and passion for Great Lakes stewardship. Next, we will review 4 goals of teaching with inland seas. Following these 4 guidelines will ensure program fidelity, give you goals to reach for, and help you become a better teacher. These goals include building a relationship, leading with curiosity and passion, inviting participation through touching, talking, thinking, and examining, sticking with the program, and staying with your group. Good teaching is based upon the relationship you build with the students. Develop a relationship with your student group so that they feel relaxed, comfortable, and safe throughout the entirety of the program. In doing this, practice appropriate touch, such as high fives, and appropriate conversation. Appropriate conversation is focused on the programmatic content and does not include what you did on the weekend or anecdotes about yourself. All students will be wearing name tags. Use the students' names as a primary way to identify people. This creates both a personal connection and is the best way when students are bundled up to not make any mistakes, such as misidentifying their gender. You can ask the students to move their name tag to their outermost layer if they have it covered with a coat. It's also important to treat everyone as equals, keep the students warm and dry. Let participants do the talking by asking, "What do you think?" Listen and observe. Let the kids be kids. Create a shared experience. Get on their level when you teach. And don't forget to smile throughout your teaching. Good teaching includes promoting and modeling curiosity and passion for the topic. If you're curious as an instructor, the students will follow your lead. Ask questions such as, "What do you think? How did that happen? I wonder..." Or say things such as, "Oh my gosh, and look at that." These type of questions will engage the students with what they are doing. When you're an instructor on board, show your passion for the topic. Emotions engage learners and create memories that stick with the participants. Ask questions such as, "Did you see that? What was that?" Or, "How does this work?" Your goal as an instructor is to be thought-provoking. You can do this by calling forth feelings and responses from the students, arousing curiosity, stirring action, and stimulating thinking about topics that the students may not have ever thought about before. Learning is easy when it's personal. Let the students find out for themselves. Students can't take on information until they're participating. Make sure to have whatever you are showing them between yourself and the student. For example, if you're teaching fish, put the fish in front of the students as you're talking about them. Our goal is to create a hands-on experience, so let the students be hands-on. Let's look at a few examples. These are both great examples of student participation. In the first photo, the student's reaching into the fish tank to identify the fish. He's touching it and looking at it up close to determine the species. In the second photo, the student is using a tool to remove the cod end of the manta trawl sampling equipment, while an instructor stands by and gives guidance. As we stated previously, let go and let them. Teach by asking questions to promote conversation and stimulate thinking. Some tips for conversation include using tentative language, such as, "What might eat plankton? What might happen if? How could we find out?" Make sure to use open-ended questions, such as, "What do you notice about these fish? How are they the same? How are they different?" Make the questions personalized to build personal connections, such as, "What do these red worms remind you of?" Make sure to give wait time for the student to process the question and then give you the answer. This photo is another great example of hands-on participation. All of the students have their noses close to the sample and they are fully engaged in what they're looking at and learning about. The last piece of good teaching we want to talk about is program fidelity. To ensure program fidelity, use the curriculum and station materials. Following the curriculum and using the quick guides for the stations will make the program consistent from sail to sail. Using the tools provided will enhance the students' learning. Follow the curriculum, use the quick guide, and always communicate in informative and sensitive ways toward participants, children, and your colleagues. You can find the curriculum, quick guides, and station graphics on our website under Volunteer Resources. Jillian looks incredible in her pirate gear, but it would not be appropriate for the ship. When you volunteer with Inland Seas, please wear appropriate attire. You'll receive a reusable name tag from Inland Seas, and new volunteers will get an Inland Seas hat after they teach a station solo. Please wear your hat and name tag whenever you volunteer. This lets participants know that you are an instructor. Additionally, please don't advertise any other organization or school or wear logos that advertise for alcohol. Each volunteer has the opportunity for a free Inland Seas volunteer t-shirt each year. Additional Inland Seas gear may be purchased online. It's important to remember that it's going to be much colder out on the water than it is on the land, so bring and wear many layers when you come on board the ship. Alright, you've just learned a lot of information about teaching with Inland Seas. If you focus on these 5 areas, you'll be successful as an instructor. Number 1, safety first. Write the names of all the students in your group on an index card while on the dock, and stay with your group throughout the program. Number 2, remember that each station tells a part of the food web story. Think about how your station topic connects with the food web, and communicate that to the students. Number 3, if in doubt, follow your quick guide. This one-page document will take you through all of the steps of the station from setup to cleanup. Number 4, remember that our focus is hands-on learning. Encourage the students to be hands-on in all aspects of the program. And lastly, make sure to smile. Learning on school ship is a lot of fun for both the instructors and the participants.
All right, hello volunteers. This is Rachel with your 7th inning stretch. I'm going to have us take an oath, but first, I'm going to ask that you take it on your feet. So, go ahead and please read the following with me, as seriously or as goofily as you would like. This is our Inland Seas Education Association teaching oath. I enthusiastically promised, to the best of my ability and judgment, to be curious about what my students know and understand, to listen to them and observe their process of discovery, to provoke their thinking and emotions, and to put equipment, materials, and organisms in their hands whenever possible.